Let's dive right into this explainer. We're looking at a massive paradigm shift that's literally happening right under our feet. We're moving away from those manual, silent tools of Web 2.0 and stepping straight into the conversational, memory-retaining era of the agentic web. And you know how your relationship with AI memory changes? It absolutely changes everything.
So think about this shift to conversation. Imagine that static, old browser bookmark transforming into a lively conversation bubble. We're totally moving away from the days where your tools were just passive storage, right? We're stepping into an era of active, mutual understanding. You aren't just leaving a placeholder anymore. You're actually starting a real dialogue.
Let's look at exactly what we're leaving behind with Web 2.0, the old way. Back then, you were the sole memory system. Your browser bookmarks, that was your memory. The tools had absolutely zero context about what you were working on yesterday. Every single session was a complete blank slate. If a file went missing, well, you had to hunt for it manually in total silence. You had to remember the whole shebang, all on your own.
But here's how drastically things change today with the agentic web, the new way. In this era, you and your tool are actually collaborating. The tool retains your context. It remembers what you were building and what your constraints were. Now, when a file goes missing, you literally just have a conversation about it. You ask, hey, where did it go and how do we fix it? The tool actively participates in your understanding and you build the solutions together. It's a real game changer.
So why does this matter to us? Well, let's look at the evolution of adaptability. Era 1 was handwriting. Era 2 was dial-up. And Era 3 is this always connected agentic AI. If you remember handwriting or, those screeching sounds of a dial-up modem, you're actually in a highly unique position. You know exactly what it feels like when tools do not remember you. And that gives you a distinct adaptability advantage over a generation that grew up with algorithms already knowing their every preference.
Okay, so let's look at 4 steps to adapt and navigate the agentic web.
To really navigate this space safely, we've got a simple checklist. First up, look under the hood. You've got to understand how your tool thinks and what its memory actually means. Second, trust but verify. AI definitely makes mistakes, so explicitly check its state before any critical operations. Third, ask questions conversationally. When something breaks, just ask the tool to explain itself and correct its behavior. And fourth, embrace the uncertainty. The landscape is constantly shifting, but deeply understanding these tools is exactly how you adapt.
As the quote says, the future is uncertain, but adaptability and resilience survive. Remember, hope is not a strategy. When AI makes mistakes, and it for sure will, you'll catch them because you know to look. Gaining a deep, solid understanding of your tool's memory and their limits builds exactly the kind of resilience that will carry you forward.
Learning to work with conversational AI fundamentally changes how you build, think, and recover. It's the very foundation of the agentic web. If you want to explore further, you can text 503-664-0546 or email eog@ernestogafaya.xyz, but I want to leave you with this one question to think about. Now that your tools finally have a memory, what is the very first conversation you're going to have with them today? Keep learning, keep adapting, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.